What's up, everybody? This is Big Elbow, chilling with Los Bad Hombres, Averno, Atlantis, and this is part two of my Sac Con haul. Uh, like I said, the admission was cheap, lots of cheap comics. This is all mostly DC stuff. Um, Everything except these two books were $1 or less. And that's 100 Bullets, Hang Up on the Hang Low, 100 Bullets Volume 3. I'm trying to collect all of these. I think 100 Bullets reads better in trade form, so I've been picking up all of them that I can get. I got this one for $6. It's a little more than half price. I probably should have got it for half price, but whatever. Um, I've read it. It's good. I like it. Uh, I also got Saga of the Swamp Thing. I got this for $6 also. Um, I've heard only great things about this, and I like to read some weird shit sometimes, even if I don't completely understand it. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. To be honest, the other Alan Moore stuff that I read, I felt the Watchmen. No offense to anybody, I know everyone loves it. I think maybe if I had read it when it first came out, I would have enjoyed it more because I know a lot of my favorite stuff was heavily influenced by The Watchmen. But by the time I read it a few years back, it honestly felt like a chore to read by the end. Well, actually, by like midway through, but that's a whole another thing, I guess. So, and also, I didn't like the Killing Joke, so I'm hoping maybe this will get me more into Alan Moore because I know everyone considers him one of the greatest, if not the greatest. So we'll see. Funny thing about this is it's not a DC graphic novel. It's actually Warner Books. So I'm guessing this must have came out around the time of that the movie came out. As far as I can see, it's the beginning of Alan Moore's run, and I'm not sure how far it goes into it, but I guess I'll find out. All right. So the only couple of non-DC books that I got were these. This is the End League #4. I'm a big fan of Eric Canete, and he actually does half of this issue. I've been buying the End League whenever it's like I think an 8-part series. So I've been picking them up. I think I only need like one or two left. I'm not sure who this cover is by, but that's not Eric Canete who did the cover. This is an Eric Canete cover. I mean, the story's pretty cool, so I'm picking up even because he didn't do the whole series, but I'm picking up even the issues that he didn't do just because they're cheap and might as well just have the whole story. So you got those. And then, as far as I know, this was before Wildstorm was bought by DC, so this isn't DC. This is Wildstorm, The Authority, Millar, Quitley, Quitley, I think that's how you say his name. I've been picking. I remember these a while back. Many years back. These books were real hot and kind of expensive, but they seem to be pretty cheap now. So I've been picking them up. I like the issues that I read. I never read them in order. I just read a random issue here and there, and they seem pretty cool. So I'll pick them up if I find them for cheap. So these ones, $1 or less. Almost everything I got for less than $1. All right, and then I picked up this Damian Scott solo. I'm a big fan of Damian Scott. Like his art style is cartoony, but big time graffiti style in there. A lot of hip hop influence, which I'm a big fan of. I love hip hop. You can really feel it in his work. I took a glance through it, and there's some nice pinup stuff, but then there's also some short stories that look like he did in marker, which is pretty cool, and then some regular, more traditional comic book style stuff. So I was happy to find that for cheap. Also got same thing, Tim Sale solo. I like Tim Sale. He's not one of my favorites, but I do like Tim Sale. He does some good stuff. I always trip out on his style. So it's kind of hit or miss, but most of the time it's hit for me. So I picked those up. Next up, I got this Justice Society of America. A while back, I picked up a couple issues of this at Stockton Con, and I found out that the issues I got were part of a bigger story called Thy Kingdom Come, which is basically a sequel to Kingdom Come, as far as I know. I think this is a first appearance of this guy, Citizen Steel. I don't know. This is, I guess, a prologue to that Thy Kingdom Come story, so I picked these up since they were cheap anyways. That's number 7. This is number 8. And these Alex Ross covers are just awesome. I've always thought Justice Society of America just seemed cool. Like something about their lineup always appealed to me. You know, they're not the Justice League, but I don't know. It's hard to say. But I loved Kingdom Come. And these covers are awesome. That's number 8, and this is number 11. The interior art, Eagle Sham, it's okay. It's good enough for me. I liked Kingdom Come enough that I just want to read the sequel, and see what's up. So I'm not in it for the art, but the art isn't bad by any means. You know, it's like I said, it's decent. Again, like just keep saying, you know, these covers are amazing. There's number 14 and 15. So I only need a couple more of those to get that story arc. If I like it, I'll probably buy the story arc that follows that has to do with this guy. I forget what his name is. Magog, I think. And he was a pretty badass character in Kingdom Come. So, like I said, if I enjoy it, I'll probably pick up the following story arc. But for now, I'm just trying to get the ones for Thy Kingdom Come. And then next up, I got some Batman, Legends of the Dark Knight, Gothic Part 1. As far as I can see, the Legends of the Dark Knight series had like a revolving door of talent. And this one has Grant Morrison and Klaus Janson. That's a pretty solid team if you ask me. I mean, I think Janson is kind of underrated as far as his pencils go. And this is, you know, I mean, everyone gives him, I think he's recognized as one of the best inkers. I know I love his inks on Frank Miller and John Romita Jr. stuff. And here's part 2 of that story. But yeah, I think when he does the pencils and inks himself, it's pretty good. And I really don't see him doing. I don't see a lot of stuff by, you know, pencils just by him. This is pencils and inks by him. And here's part 3. Part 4. So I figure with this creative team, you know, it's probably going to go good because Grant Morrison, I haven't read a lot of stuff by him, but the stuff I did read, I liked. Like I said, I like to read some weird shit sometimes, and Flex Mentallo was pretty fucking crazy, pretty weird. Maybe I didn't understand it completely, but you know, I enjoyed reading it still. And there's number 5 of 5. So yeah, it'll be interesting to read his, you know, read him doing some Batman stuff. I'm trying to think, what else did I read by Grant Morrison? I know I read something else by him that I liked. I can't remember what it is at the moment. I'm sure it'll come to me. And then these, I have issues 2, 3, 4, and 5. So here's number 1 of Justice. The story from what I read so far, it was okay. Nothing amazing or groundbreaking. But that Alex Ross art, man. And especially, you know, I got them getting them for cheap, for less than $1 or less. So there's number 1. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. I love these covers. Number 9. This one's especially badass right here. Number 10. And number 11. Oh, I forgot to mention that I also had number 12. So now I filled in that whole story completely. And I don't know if I'm going to reread them all in order or not, but I'm definitely just, I'll be happy just looking through them because that art is just, Alex Ross shit is just bad. So I'm going to have to check those out. And that does it. That was Sac Con. Next weekend, got Bakersfield Comic Con coming up. I'm going to go check that out. Last year it was awesome. Man, you think nothing can get better than $1 or 50-cent comics, but 4 for $1? Shit. And they had a bunch last year, so I'm hoping this goes like last year. It's supposed to be twice as big as last year. And last year, man, there was so much shit that I was overwhelmed. This year I'm going in prepared, and I'm gonna try and get some stuff. Man, I hope they have all those cheap comics like they did last year, because it was pretty great. So yeah, that's my haul. Sac Con was great. I had a hell of a time. I hope you guys liked the video. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, and see you next time. I'll probably come with that Bakersfield haul in about 2 weeks or so. So if you want to check it out, thanks a lot.